Testing. Hello. Sorry for not talking the whole intro. Someone was in the room and making noise, so... Yes, hello, it's been a while. It's been pretty much a week since I played this. Yeah, I just haven't felt like playing this week. Been doing things during the day and then CVA in the evening. So yeah. But yeah, we're back. We're gonna do this chapter, and that's it. And then we'll play again tomorrow night. I haven't got work this weekend, so that's why I'm here on a Saturday. It's Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So we'll do tomorrow, and then I'm working Monday, but then I'm off again. So yeah. These wind puzzles are pretty cool. It looks like I need to go over there, I presume. I think. Can't go up, can I? There we go. It's been a bit cold over here. It's been like 0 degrees most of the week. It's been very cold. We had a little bit of snow on Thursday morning, but by the evening it disappeared. Yeah. I have been very cold. I ordered myself a new fur-lined jacket because I was so cold. I'm curious, what is this? Oh, okay. I didn't know I could go over here. This was not something I was aware of. Oh, it's a shell. It's a shell that I can listen to. How wonderful. That's a pretty sick screenshot. That's a pretty sick screenshot as well. Look at all those mushrooms growing off the side. Or are they trees? They might be trees actually, they look like trees. I had a giant mushroom growing in my back garden. It was like massive. Oh, that is very good, yes. Anything over here? Nope. I'm also still slightly ill. It's been like 7 weeks. I should maybe visit the doctor, but CVA for that. Oh, let's have a look at this guy's upper body strength again. Look, we are hanging from the ceiling. This guy's upper body strength is like stupid. Is this dude like a monkey or something? What is this? Oh, something's happening. There be rumbles. It be windy. Oh, look at that. So is that the way that I'm meant to go, or not? Or is that the way I'm meant to go? Let's have a look in here quickly. And if it's the way I'm meant to go, I'll turn back. Oh, look, a letter. The Jusant continues to carry the ocean away. Last we heard on the sun side, the temperature keeps on rising. Here a storm is raging and doesn't seem to be letting up. Everything around us has come to a standstill, or maybe we've been at a standstill for too long. We won't be able to nest at the mill much longer. That I know makes no sense. But we can leave without putting up a fight. In the meantime, we've entrusted our little owl to my sibling. They've been travelling downward with their family. Like most of the other height dwellers, all should be safe under the stone. I already miss my little nestlings now. We'll see each other again when the clouds decide. Okie dokie. What is for here? Nothingness. Oh no, there is something down there. Is this the way that I'm meant to be going? What is this? Oh no, this is one of these things. Okie dokie then. Anything down here? Nope. So we can climb up, which looks like the way that we need to continue going. But there's obviously stuff to explore around here, so let's have a look. Reading, I don't care about reading. Nothing around here. Is that it? That's all the reading. Oh, okay. We go up then, yes? Wait a minute, what's this? There's an arrow here. There's nothing. There's nothing we're missing, is there? Let's go down here, let's have a look. Nah, I don't think we're meant to go down here. Nah, there's no way we're going to go up here. I don't know how long this chapter is. Most of them have been like an hour each, so I presume this chapter is an hour. Maybe an hour and a half or something like that. Where am I going, eh? Oh, hello. We're like inside of the plant. Yes, my dude, can we grab onto something, please? Thank you. Again, this hallway would look really cool if my giant body wasn't in the way. Sorry for yawning. I am like always tired. Am I meant to go down here or am I meant to go this way? I do not know, but there's a logbook. The water creatures were incredible, huge, so ballasts were real after all. It was their song I'd hear sometimes between gusts of winds. We only just caught a glimpse of them, but once we did, nothing else mattered. Everyone went quiet, watching them slowly disappear into the storm for a long time. No one moved a muscle. Arlo shook his head, staring into space. For a moment, he looked like he'd lost his bearings. Same for the rest of us. After the astonishment came from the feverish preparations around me, the rope team got moving, sharpening their weapons and scanning the clouds. We needed to capture at least one of those flying water tanks. Even so, ended up grabbing a harpoon. What other hope do we have of bringing the water back? He sounded almost apologetic, but I'm the one who's sorry. Oh. Is this the way? Do you know the way? Okay, so I think that's the way that we're meant to go, because there's a thing that I can climb up there. So, what is this hole? Every sleep I tried to convince Arlo and the others to stay. I even threw their harpoons away, at least the ones I could reach, but they were so determined to catch a sky giant and return with its water to go back to the way life was before. But the way life was before is what brought us here. They ventured into the storm to hunt and never returned. I waited for them for a long time, lost at sea. I grieved for them. Who else but me? They may be gone, but I treasure their memory. Alright, guys, a poet. A poet. I still remember Nezia's advice, Soul's laugh, Arlo's furrowed brow. Sometimes my thoughts turn to my parents, to Emmy, Gal and Letty. I do wonder where they are and where they're going. If the thoughts drift up here, sometimes they live within me too. At first I kept track of my harvest, but as time went by I ended up losing track to survive. I became an earth scratcher too. What would you make of that, Becca? I'm probably doing it all wrong, but things are growing. Not bad for a girl from low tide. Note to self, I have to divide up my garden beds if I want enough hardtack for the cycles to come. Bloody hell, this person writes a lot. I don't know when I decided to stay up in the crow's nest, but it just happened. I'm happy here. I wish I could talk to the young Bianca who left low tide, who only ever thought of leaving, moving, too impatient for a stationary world. She'd probably find this quite ironic. But this climb, already so long now, taught me to live in the present moment. It took me a while, but I finally put down roots. With each passing sleep, I understand it more clearly. The tower needs me, needs us all. It needs us to change, and if we have to change our way of being, might as well start here. I never belonged in low tide, a lighthouse keeper in an oceanless world, but since I met the ballast, I feel like I found something that I didn't know I'd lost, a fragile link to something bigger than myself, a mutual respect. I'm nothing compared to these water giants who swim through the storm, but they look at me with interest and curiosity. They watch me when I carve my scraps of wood, when I bring in the harvest, when I write as if to lean or to remember. I want to stay here in case someone else is crazy enough to try and find them. They watch over me and I watch over them in return. As the boughs draw near, the cliffs wake up. Even I feel like I stand taller and feel lighter, more alert, younger. These These giants have creaked for a long time now, but you get the idea. I wonder how long the ballast kept me company in my spartan existence. They eventually left one by one. I know they're out there somewhere though. One of them stayed. It comes to see me from time to time, like it's watching over me. We watch each other grow older. We go about our business knowing the others there, and that's enough, and it gives me someone to talk to. I'm happy I'm where I'm meant to be, where I need to be now. Okay, dokie. Thanks for the update. What is for here? Oh, look, it's another wall painting. That's just a whale, is it not? In the sky. Whales don't fly though. Oh my goodness. Am I meant to walk in here? No, apparently not. That was a lot of reading, man. I felt my voice go very monotone. That's me reading. Let's go. Wonderful. This dude's upper body strength is ridiculous. Why can I not grab onto anything with my right hand? I am very slow. I think the wind is like pushing me down. That's why I'm so slow. I'm trying to be quick with the controls, but it's like making me go slow. Anything in here? Ooh. This isn't the end of a chapter already, is it? That seems like it was very quick. Yeah, I've literally been playing half now. Giant ass whale floating in the sky. We're gonna climb the whale. Where's he gonna take us? How did the people that did this climb beforehand do it then? Are you telling me Bianca also climbed the whale? It's not the end of the chapter, it's just part way through, I presume. Because they didn't give me like a new chapter thing. This is a big ass mountain. This guy must be freezing as well. Like, look, it's snowing. This guy must be absolutely freezing. We're not towards the end, are we? Because that was Bianca's. Thinking about it now, that sounded like Bianca's last message. Like she'd settled there and she was happy. And this cutscene seems very big for like a halfway through cutscene. It seems like a finale. Was this whale dying? Did he come all the way up here as a final death? Yeah. Oh, he's frozen. Is that why? He's like frozen to death. He came up here as a final moment for this kid. If he froze to death, why is this kid not frozen to death? Well, his little buddy doesn't look too well. Well, he's not dead yet, but he doesn't look too good. Syzygy. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. That's Syzygy. Okay, I'm going to play this chapter because I feel like we're quite close to the end. And that previous chapter was quite short. What is that as well? I don't remember that being on the Earth's sky. Is there a way that I can get behind like a rock or something to get a cool screenshot of this? Probably not. Maybe behind this I can get a cool screenshot. It's pretty cool. Screenshot him. Ah, fire is in the way. See, that's a cool screenshot, but this guy's like right in the center of my screenshot. That whale could have crash landed a bit closer to the tower, you know? Oh, look at that. Perfect climbing things for us. Oh, he can't sing. He can't sing. He's too cold to do the singing. Okay. Where am I meant to go then? Faint glimmer. Was anyone meant to climb this tower? I don't know. Where? I don't see anything obvious on the inside to climb. Whoa. I can't jump. Oh. Okay, that was not obvious. Like, it like shoots me into a cutscene. One second. Alright, let's go then. Seems like we are climbing this. It's the bit where I said, oh look, it's great climbing place. It, like, you have to be thrown into like a cutscene to be able to do it. Trying to figure out where I'm going to go next. I don't think it will let me go here. No. Oh. I wouldn't do that, was I? So there's a hole in the thing there, so I think that's where I'm aiming for. No, not there. Please, thank you. Huzzah! I feel like this might be close to the end then. Which I thought is a bit soon, really. I thought it was going to be coming a bit... thought it was going to be a bit longer than that, but okay. It is what it is. May have used my anchors a bit too soon. I have a lot of energy left. And I don't have enough rope left. Gonna have to start again, because I've got no energy. There we go. That was a tough one. Oh my god. Oh my goodness me. Right, so less anchoring, more jumping without an anchor. Because we need the length of the rope. And more resting. Where am I going next? Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to anchor here. There's no way I'm making that jump. I can go left. Am I going in the centre here? Yes, I think I am. Just looking at the scenery. Wonderful. Oh, there's loads of them. They're all like sleeping or something. Or exhausted. Are they like adult versions of this blob thing that he has? Is he like a baby? Oh, they're all flying up. Oh, he's going as well. I'm gonna let it finish, but I'm slightly confused at what's happening. Okay, what? So were the giant flying whales like aliens, and that was their planet? Why was the planet so close to the planet that we're on? Why is the Earth in a massive drought if there's a massive ice planet in the sky? I presume releasing them all, helping them all get back to the planet made the sky rain, but why? Continue, see what that does. Is there more? There isn't. That's just it. Okay. I'm gonna have to Google the meaning of that ending, because I thought it was a whole story about like climate change and the seas have dried up because of like global warming and shit. But then at the end, they were just giant space whales with a giant ice planet in the sky. Like, why? Oh, we can go back and do chapters to get all the collectibles and stuff. Like, there's a wall painting that I didn't find here, and there's some notes that I didn't find. There's 2 stone towers that I didn't find here. There's 3 shells that I didn't find, which is crazy. And 2 notes. There's a wall painting I didn't find here. There's... I don't know what thing in the corner is. Oh, I didn't find that. There's a wall painting I didn't find. There's a stone tower I didn't find. 2 shells I didn't find, and a note I didn't find. And then that. I don't think I care about going back and finding all the things. In the clouds I lose my way, wandering through the valleys of icy grey and clouds. The water watches me stray. Will I find my love again one day? Yeah, and these like space whales like can make it rain and shit. Like, well, okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of this blue dot. It's very annoying. Did I like fix the world at the end? Because I made it rain? Because I released the space whales? Like, where's all the other people? Is everyone dead? Are we the last people? Is the whole world fixed because we made it rain? Or not? Okay, wonderful. Well, I guess that's it then. I might just Google what the ending meant on my phone quickly so I can read it out loud here. That's quite a short game, really. It only took me like 4 playthroughs. I think it's a bit overpriced, really. It's like, I think it's on the Play Store for, let me just find out. Yeah, how much is it? I don't think it's going to tell me the price because I already own it. I mean, I only got it for like £3. I think full price is like £17 or something. I got it on sale, and I already had like a £10 gift voucher on here from previously. So I only got it for like £3. But I think it's like £17, like full price. And the game only took us 4 playthroughs at roughly like 2 hours each. So what's that? 8 hours. It's not a very long game. I feel for how much it is, it should be longer. Or it should be cheaper. Ending explained. Did anyone understand Jusant's story? It's like the #1 thing on Reddit when you type in like Jusant ending. Let's have a look. I'll put like some cool chapter screen on. I think that was the most beautiful one, to be fair. I just finished Jusant. Excellent game, and I had a great time playing it. Beautiful visuals, and it was so cool taking it all in, but I'm pretty confused on the story. I got and read about 80%. also of the letters, but maybe I missed some important ones. That's about what we did, really. As I understand, a massive drought hit the community/tower, and as well as the oceans receding, causing everyone to either perish or move on from the main tower area. There is talk of the hunting of the water-flying whales, but it sounds like that was unrelated to the drought and stuff happening because it came after the water runs out. Also, they never explain where the main dude got his little blue whale guy either. I understand a lot of these artsy indie games a lot to interpretation, so I'm just curious as to what everyone else understood as the story as. A note talks about the legend of the water ringer. The phenomenon already happened a long time ago, and the ancients had created mechanisms to reverse the trend. The earth stops rotating, so no more alternation of tides. Instead, one facing the sun, which heats and evaporates the remaining water, and one facing the storm. If the last chapter is called Syzygy, it is not for nothing. It is an astronomical phenomenon during which the stars are aligned. Gravity attracted all the water on the Earth, which ended up forming a sphere. The one we see at the end What? It's an astronomical phenomenon during which the stars are aligned. Gravity attracted all the water on the Earth, which ended up forming a sphere. The one we see at the end. Okay, so all the water, so that planet that we saw in the sky above the tower is actually the water from Earth? Okay. Regarding Bianca, she died of Eve after living alone at the summit. The more time passed, the more the ballasts went away. Only one remained. She talks about it in her last entry. The ballast remained waiting for the water bell ringer. Us, the character that we play, by activating the mechanisms. The cycle can resume. The Earth begins to rotate again. The ballasts wake up and redisperse the water throughout the planet. Okay. Would have been nice to have a final ride down to the bottom with the whales, kind of seeing a bit of each zone and ending with seeing how the water is slowly returning. Yeah, that would have been cool. Here's another explanation. Basically, he plays the piper who Bianca wrote about in one of her journal entries. There's a legend of a wandering musician who's said to travel across the world, region to region. The piper plays his flute to celebrate the rain and bring the water to the region. The ballast you carry with you is a whale made entirely of water, and he sorts you out to end the drought. Drought or receding tides happens because Earth stops turning and one side is constantly facing the sun. In one journal entry, it mentions the sun doesn't move, so all the water on that side of the planet has evaporated into the atmosphere. The bottom of the tower is completely evaporated, and as you climb higher, there's more moisture, and you find more and more wildlife. You find all the water in the shape of an orb floating at the top, with any residual water from the tower, along with ballasts, frozen solid due to the top being out of the sun's reach. With any residual water from the tower, along with the ballasts, frozen solid due to the top being out of the sun's reach. How is the bottom of the tower not out of the sun's reach, but the top, which is close to the sun, out of its reach? I don't know. The characters in Bianco's Giant who wanted to hunt the ballast were basically just desperate for water. They're whales that are literally made out of water, and they think that hunting them will save the tower from the drought, which is analogous to real-world whale hunting. I don't know what that word means. I presume similar or metaphorical to real-world whale hunting, where we'd hunt for whales for their oil, which we use to power our street lights and stuff. Is that true? I thought we used, like, dinosaurs for oil. Maybe, I'm pretty sure whale hunting is, like, illegal in most countries, apart from, other places. The term ballast has significance because an actual ballast is something you'd use to provide stability to a vehicle. In the game, the water is out of balance. It's all gathered into an orb rather than being evenly distributed. So the ballasts here are supposed to carry the water and essentially act as clouds, redistributing the water back to the world. This is why plants are revived and grass grows when your little ballast friend does his echo. He is re-watering everything, and by the end of the game, he is basically running low on water. When you play the horn, the full-grown ballast answers, recognizing who you are and carries you to the top, knowing that you can help. You blow the horn at the very top of the tower and align the stars, which reawakens all the ballasts, who then bring the rain back to the world. So we did read the Piper story. We did hear that, so maybe, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, it kind of makes sense now. I feel like it would have been cooler if it was... I mean, there is a lot of, like, similarities that they were obviously making metaphors to real-world things like climate change and global warming and shit like that. But I feel like if they just stuck to that instead of getting space whales, I might have enjoyed it a bit more. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the game, it was very good. Gotta find another game to play now. I mean, there's a lot on my wish list. But also I want to play the final Tomb Raider, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So, yeah, I might get that. One story detail that was hidden in two of the notes and was easy to miss was that the drought happened because their planet stopped rotating. Okay, apparently it was stated in one of the notes that the planet stopped rotating. I don't know how the people on the planet, because the people seem pretty, because like it seems like a lot of history got lost to time. So the people that we saw the notes from didn't really know why the drought happened. But yeah, apparently it says it in one of the notes. That's why they refer to days as sleeps. There aren't any nights because the sun never moves. Okay. So if there's water on the other side of the planet, why don't they all just move to the other side of the planet? I didn't see much lore on the ballasts though, the flying whales. I think you just have to accept that there's magic in this world and that these whale spirits are part of that. Yeah, this guy says like, there's one guy says that he felt a bit cheated when he got to the bit where the whale gave you a lift to the top, because he, like the climbing, like the way that they did the climbing in this game was so good that he wanted to actually climb to the top and not get a lift halfway up, which I kind of thought as well. Because when the cutscene happened with the whale, I was like, wait, is he actually taking us all the way to the top? I thought there was more. After releasing the waters of the earth, wouldn't there be a flood killing everyone who had migrating around the few oases left? Yeah, true. Oh yeah, that's a good question. A question that still concerns me, is if the planet had stopped rotating and the tower is under the sun, then like the side of the planet that you're on is the droughted side, so you're under the sun. Then why is it nighttime when you're at the top? Someone has replied, as I understand it, it is so high up. It is so high up the sun does not reach. That makes no sense. It's so high, higher than the sun. It does not make sense. Plus, the mountains surrounding the size block whatever light might come from below, but that's just my interpretation. It's beyond the atmosphere, like in outer space. You go outside the atmosphere after the burst you're riding on crosses the clouds. That's why all the bursts are hiding there, and all the leftover water there are all frozen too. I assume the Piper is a magical creature too, so he doesn't need to breathe air, at least for a little while. Okay, so yeah, I think that's true. If water isn't, if water is like beyond the atmosphere, it doesn't evaporate, I think. Okay, so I was just googling, like, does water evaporate in space? Um, and it actually does. It evaporates quicker than it does on Earth because it's all very sciencey stuff that I don't fully understand. But from what I read, it basically, because there's no like atmosphere, the water boils quicker. Because so apparently, when you're on a mountaintop, yeah. So I read that basically, if you boil water at the top of a mountain, it actually boils quicker because there's no atmosphere to, I don't know, like there's less atmosphere to whatever. But that's what I read. Um, yeah. So I don't actually think this whole water thing is accurate, and I think we might need to boil it down to space whale magic. Um, because also the stuff where people were saying like if the surface is all droughting, and the higher you climb up the mountain, like it's like everything is droughted, and then you get to the top of the mountain. Maybe yeah, I understand like it's evaporating, so everything, all the water has droughted. But as it is evaporating, the moisture gets stuck in the mountain, like higher up in the mountain and stuff. But it wouldn't freeze at the top, that like we saw here in the final chapter. It's all frozen, it's all snow and stuff. It wouldn't freeze like that. Or would it? But no, it wouldn't freeze like that if you're facing the sun like permanently. If one side of the planet is permanently facing the sun. And a ball of all the water that has been evaporated wouldn't accumulate above the atmosphere, technically in space, because it's created its own gravity. So it has to be space whale magic, I think. But also, because like mountain tops, if we're saying that the higher you get, the easier it is to boil water, why are mountain tops covered in ice? Why are mountaintops colder when they are closest to the sun? There you go, that basically is my question. Mountaintops are colder than lower elevation because, even though they are closer to the sun, because there is less atmosphere and the air pressure is lower. But I read that the less atmosphere there is, the easier it is to boil. The weight of the atmosphere compresses air molecules at lower elevations, which generates heat as you climb. The air pressure decreases, causing the air molecules to spread apart and the temperature to drop. With fewer air molecules at higher elevations, the air can't absorb and retain heat as well. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away, so even being on top of Mount Everest only brings you 9 kilometers closer. This difference is too small to make a noticeable difference in temperature. Okay, but what if the Earth stopped rotating and that side was facing the sun permanently? The distance effect is totally overwhelmed by that of having less atmosphere around you as you climb. Although warm air rises, why are mountaintops cold and covered in snow? While the valleys below are relatively warm and green. Both warm air cools when rising. Both. Warm air cools when rising, and there is a thick insulated blanket of air above valleys. Why don't why doesn't the sun melt ice on mountaintops? This is all about learning. Which is good. And a game has made me want to learn, so that it's a good game, basically. Ice on mountaintops don't melt quickly because of the ice's high specific latent heat of fusion, which means it takes a lot of heat to melt ice. If the sun's heat could melt large amounts of ice quickly, it would cause flooding. What if the Earth stopped rotating? Other reasons why some mountains have snow even in the summer include: above a certain elevation, called the snow line, it's always cold enough for snow to remain. The snow line elevation depends on latitude and altitude. For example, the snow line is higher near the equator than near the poles. At higher elevations, air molecules spread apart due to decreased air pressure, which makes the air less able to absorb and retain heat. This results in cooler temperatures. Okay, so maybe this mountaintop does have snow, but these are all based on regular Earth, not if Earth stopped rotating. So, what would happen to mountain... This might be a very specific question that Google does not have the answer to. What would happen to mountaintops if the Earth stopped spinning? If the Earth stopped spinning, mountaintops would experience many catastrophic effects, including flying objects. Everything on the surface of the Earth would continue moving. Yeah, we don't mean instantaneously stop spinning, I mean gradually. Yes. Google took me way too literal there. If one side of the Earth always faced the sun. There's a word for this, I can't remember what it's called. If one side of the Earth always faced the sun, the mountaintops of the sun, on the sun-facing side, would become extremely hot, while the other side would become freezing cold. The side facing the Earth, the side of the Earth facing the sun would become so hot that water would boil, while the other side would be freezing cold. There would be no seasons because the Earth would be tidally locked with the sun. Tidally locked, that is the word that I was looking for. The atmosphere on the night side of the Earth would freeze solid, and the day side would become an airless desert. The sky would always be black, and the stars would always be visible because there would be no air to scatter sunlight. Life would not be possible in these extreme conditions. Oh, okay, so I think this story is relatively new. So basically, Bianca leaving the notes, I don't think Bianca has died too long ago. I think Bianca's death, like that last note that we read from Bianca, I don't think that was too long ago. Because basically all the water is evaporating and moisture is being trapped in the mountain as it's evaporating. So the higher we get to the top of the mountain, the more sort of moisture we are seeing. But it's still being evaporated, and eventually it would completely evaporate. And there's snow on the top because that water is evaporating, and I presume there must be enough atmosphere at the moment to keep it from evaporating when it gets to the top. But if we didn't come when we did, it would eventually completely evaporate and it would become a desert. So I'm presuming that this story happens fairly quickly after the Earth has stopped spinning and has become tidally locked with the sun. Because this is saying the mountaintops would melt. So yeah, this story must not have happened too close after the Earth stopped spinning and became tightly locked with the sun. And space whale magic, probably. But there we go, we learned some stuff. yeah, there we go. So that was a good story. Good story. That was a good game. What game shall we play next? Probably, I don't know. When do I get paid next? Not next week, but the week after. The 6th, it looks like. Yeah, so in 2 weeks' time, I get paid. I might buy something before then. What have we got then? We've got Towers of a Gasper. That seems like quite a long story, like a long game. Like it seems like a... Yeah, it definitely is. It's like a city building. Like basically your city has died and you need to explore and gather materials to rebuild your city. So there's city building and exploration. Oh, and there's multiplayer as well. You can do it with up to 4 players. It's a shame I don't have friends. Yes, that seems like quite a long game, which I'm not too sure about doing at the moment. And then you have Caravan Sandwich, which seems like a similar story to this. So that might be the next game, but at the moment that's £20. And I think I want to buy that when it's on sale. Got Sea of Thieves, but again, that's that's like an MMO. Like that's a never-ending game. That's not like a story game. But it is a game that I want to play eventually. It's 40% off at the moment, but and then you got the Invincible, and then you got Viewfinder, and then you got Tomb Raider. Do I want to play Tomb Raider next? I think I might. Because the Invincible isn't on sale, Viewfinder isn't on sale. None of these games are on sale at the moment. And Tomb Raider I already own, I just need to buy PlayStation Premium or whatever, the second tier of PlayStation Plus. Yeah, can you show me the PlayStation Pluses? Extra. PlayStation Extra. Which is 11 quid. That's despicable. Like, I haven't bought like PlayStation Plus in ages. The fact that they charge 11 quid is stupid. I think that's outrageous. But I think I read somewhere that on Black Friday, the PlayStation Plus plans are also going on sale. So I might get on Black Friday, which is like next week somewhere. Yeah. Because I have Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But I got it on PlayStation Extra, so I need to buy that again to play it. And I'm pretty sure it's the definitive edition because it comes with, yeah, look, it says subscribe to play PlayStation Extra. Subscribe to PlayStation Plus Extra to access this game and hundreds of more. Yes, and I'm pretty sure it is the one that comes with all the. No, it just says Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It doesn't say. It doesn't say definitive edition. Because the definitive edition comes with 7 DLC challenge tombs, as well as downloadable weapons, outfits, skills. Yeah, and skills. So it'll be a lot that we are missing if we don't get that. The Path Tomb, the Grand Cayman Tomb, the Serpent's Heart Tomb, the Price of Survival, the Nightmare. That seems like a extra game mode. The Pillar and the Forge. We'll see. I'll make my decision eventually, and next time you see me I'll be playing a different game. So yeah, anyway, if you did watch, which no one did, but it's okay because I don't do it for that. But anyway, thank you. So I'll see you next time.